Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Alhamdulillah, all praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds and heaven and everything in between, who provided us the opportunity to pray at Masjid al-Mu'min, and we want to share little talk to our brothers and sisters so we all can remind each other. Alhamdulillah, so in a series I will be talking about the stories of prophets. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given many examples of prophets, and the examples that prophets gone through, they are very much more difficult than the examples we go in our life. We as a human, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Quran, وَلَا نُكَلِّفُ نَفْسًا إِلَّا وُسْعَهَا, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't overburden any soul more than that soul is capable of bearing. So in this series today, I would like to share a small story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Especially in Surah Taha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, وَلَقَدْ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَىٰ أَنْ أَسْرِ بِعِبَادِي فاضرب لهم طريقا في البحر يبسا لا تخاف دركا ولا تخشى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminding by the story of Musa alayhi salam that at that time the Musa alayhi salam was under severe pressure. He need to rescue his tribes, 12 tribes of Bani Israel, from the oppression of Pharaoh. And this is a tremendous pressure. And in those days, the Pharaoh, the authority had much more power than today's authority. However, the citizens those days, they didn't have so much protection. So Musa alayhi salam was very fearful how he would protect his brothers and sisters in faith. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encouraging Musa alayhi salam to take all these tribes and flee or go to the another side of the Nile River. And in that adventure, think about it, my dear brothers and sisters. Today our youth are playing PS, PlayStation 4, or many other adventurous video games and many other games. However, the adventure, if we look in the Quran, the stories, they're going to be even more challenging. How can Musa alayhi salam take his tribes to the other side of the river, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning that it would be dry path. Now think about it, a river nowadays, how many engineers need to work to divide a river, stop the water flow and make a path which would be dry. The key point is making instantly dry. That by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Musa alayhi salam to strike the sea with his stick that he was holding in hand, and immediately the sea became divided, and the Musa alayhi salam was able to cross the river with his 12 tribes and gone safely. But Musa alayhi salam was fearful, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteeing that a dry path. Remember, even though we take the water out from any river or any sea, it takes long time to dry the land, to walk. But by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it would be dry immediately by the wind that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send. So this is how adventurous, how we can make ourselves more excited to learn this kind of stories. This will give us more tawakkaltu ala Allah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability so we continue learn from this kind of a story. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه كان غفورا رحيم. السلام عليكم.